Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel CS with Rahul. Today I am going to explain custom sorting using Java 8 comparator. So what can we do? We can sort multiple objects based on multiple fields by using the Java 8 Stream API and using the comparator. So first of all, here I am going to explain this completely in English. The same video I have created in the Hindi language also. If you understand Hindi language, you can go there in my playlist and you can watch the video. In this English series also I am going to explain multiple type of question related to the Java 8 coding. So let's get started about the video. Then how can we code it in the Java 8 using Stream API. So let's start. So first of all, I am going to create here one class, which is the custom class. Here I am taking one class named employee. So I will take two variables, two states of the class. So I can take like employee ID and employee name. Here we need to focus that we have to first I'm creating employee. This is the employee class. And here I'm just creating the state private string name. This is the first state. This is the first property of the class. Now again private integer type emp id. So here two variables I have kept like name and employee id. Now I am not going to provide any main method or any other setter method. I am just providing one constructor which will be used to set the data. So just because when we will assign this in the object, so when we will create the object directly we will assign through the constructor. So public employee and two, I am creating here the parameterized constructor, string type name and integer type emp id, and here I am just going to assign it like this dot name equal to name, and then now this dot emp id equal to emp id. So here our constructor is completed. Now I will create another one which is getter method just to get the data, because we will be sorting based on the name as well as based on the employee id, as well as if name and both names are same, then we will sort it by the employee id. So we have to focus in all 3 4 type of cases, and I will also explain here how to do the reverse sorting. How can we custom sort using reverse sort in descending order? So both order I will cover here. So now I'm creating just public string type get name, and here I'm just returning no parameter, return this dot name which is related to the object public integer get emp id. So here I have created two getter methods also to get the value. Return this dot emp id. So now this our custom class has been created. You can write multiple type of attribute also here, like salary you can add, address you can add, whatever you want you can add here. But I am just for example adding two things, only the name and employee id. Now I will create another class which is custom sorting class, in which I will write the whole logic how to sort custom objects using the Java 8 Stream API using comparator in both ascending order and in descending order as well. So let me create the class first, custom sorting. Here it is custom sorting class. I am creating the main method here. After the main method, what I will do here, first I will create the list of employee. List of employee is important just because we need to add the objects in the list. So I am creating the list as an employee, emp employee. So this is the list. I am creating emp list equal to, now you already knows, or in previous videos I have already explained in Hindi language video, that we can use arrays dot as list to add the element here. So why, how we can add the objects here? We don't need to create it, we just will do it by the constructor. We will write here new employee, because we have already created the two parameterized constructor where two arguments are there. So I'm keeping the name here, like I'm keeping the Rakesh, and employee ID is 103. Randomly I am adding the objects new employee, and then I can take like Aman, and employee ID I'm taking 105, another object employee. This can be taken from the user also, this can be taken from the any request also, but here I'm using the hard coded value just because to show you how we can do this. Sneha, I am just adding it 101. So three objects I have added, one more object I will add, employee. Here I'm adding Hitesh 104. One more I'm adding employee with some other alphabet or the same name. Aman I am adding again 102. Two Aman may be there. So here I will show you that if names are same or ID cannot be same, if one attribute is same, then how we will go with the next field. So all type of permutation and combination I will explain here. So employee, so this is our list, employee list. Now what we have to do, we have to write the logic how can we sort based on first name, and then I will explain you how, because name is here is the string. So when we are using the string to sort it, the custom object, then what method we should call from the comparator. And another one is employee ID. So when we are comparing it by the ID, then how can we sort it, that I will show to you here. So let's do it. So first I am taking just sorting by the name. So I'm sorting here by the name. So I will create one another list which will contain the sorted list. So directly you can print, no issue, but I'm doing it here by creating the object employee. I'm creating, then sort by, or I'm creating like by name. By name I'm doing. So you already know that when we are using the stream API, so first of all we need to call the stream. We need to create the stream. So here I have created the stream of the employee. So once you will create the stream, now you have to do the further operation. That stream is created. Now one by one you need to sort. So in stream there is default method which is sorted. So you can call it directly here sorted method. So once you will call the sorted method here, what you need to do in the sorted method, you have to tell, because this is not the primitive data type. This is the employee is your custom class. So you have to sort the custom object. So you need to tell, because there are name, ID and multiple fields may be there. So you need to tell the compiler on which basis you are sorting it. So you have to provide it by the comparator dot comparing method you need to call, because we are using string method for the sorting. So I will use here comparator dot comparing, just comparing I have to use. And now I have to tell, so we need to call the object. So we have already created the get method, getters method, you already remember. See here in the employee class I have created get name and I have created get employee ID. So first I am going to show based on the name, means string based. So here what can I do? I can use the lambda expression, or I can use the method reference also. So I am using the method reference. It is more compatible and it is more readable form. So get, here I'm using get name. So once you are providing by method reference, you are calling, you are comparing it by the get name, means based on the string you are doing it. Now what you have to do, you have to collect it. See, in after Java 8 you can do it by the toList method, right? If you are using Java 17 or Java 11 higher version, if you are using, then you can do directly toList. But this video I'm creating for the Java 8 people, so that's why I'm using here collect method and collectors dot toList. So what it will do, whatever the list will be returned, so it will store the whole list in the by name variable, by name variable list. So see, employee, I have created here list of employee, and the variable name is by name, means we are sorting it by name. So first of all, it will be sorted based on name in ascending order, because still we have not used any reverse order or anything. So just I am saving the code, right click, and after the right click, what I will do, after the right click, just I will run it, run as Java program. So see, once I am executing the code, the output will be shown, and the output we need to print by the for each loop. So by the for each method directly I can print here, either separately I can call it like by name dot for each, and here I can provide directly system, because let me create the, let me override the toString method in the employee class. So what it will do, directly we can provide how it will be printed. Once we are printing the object, how it will be shown to the output. See, return. So first name is there, then space, and then employee ID. So this is our toString method. So why I have created this toString method? Just because to print it directly. So system.out.println. So here I am using the method reference just by the for each. This operation you can do it here directly. Here you can do directly, but I am not doing, just because I am saving it to the new variable. Just save it, run as Java application, and you can see the output. So see, Aman is came 2 times, then Hitesh H, then Rakesh R, and Sneha S. But it is not sorted based on the employee ID, right? So just to sort employee ID, we will use another, we will create another variable list of. So I'm putting a comment here like sorting by name. Now I am sorting it by sorting by employee ID. So see, employee ID is the integer, right? So what we need to do, for the string we have used comparing, what we need to use in integer, that we need to check it. So let's do it. So we will do it here, creating the list of employee just to store it. Okay, this time I'm not creating it, this time I will show you how can I use directly for each method. So in the sorting by name I have shown you how to store it, how to collect it, but next I will show that directly how can I use the for each method. Emp list dot stream, anyhow you have to create dot sorted method you have to call, Now here you have to provide comparator dot, now comparing int, because employee id is, what? Employee id is integer. So what I will do it, I will use compare int, comparing int, and I will provide the same thing like employee method reference get employee id. So now it will return the employee id here just to compare the custom objects. And then collect collectors dot to list. So see, previously here I have used to store it. I have collected it and stored it, and separately I have printed it. Now what can I do here? I can directly use for each method and just provide the system dot out and method reference println. Now this is fine. It will sort it. I am not storing anywhere for the future reference. It will sort it and it will directly print it. So let me create one statement system.out.println. It can be separated like this, sorting by employee ID. Saving the code, right click, run as Java application. So see, previously it was sorting by the name, but this time it is sorting by the employee ID. You can see like 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. This is coming directly. Why this is coming directly here? Because I have already created a method. I have already override a toString method. So by this it is coming like name space and employee ID. You can do it also here. So if you are liking the video, if you are getting the points, then like my video, share this video, comment if you have any doubt, rewatch it, subscribe my channel. This will motivate me to create more videos in both languages, Hindi and English. So see, I have created in the ascending order. See, here I am providing ascending order sorting by employee ID. Now I will show you what to do. A simple change you have to do, a simple addition you have to do when you want to sort it on reverse order. Here I am providing like ascending order, and now I am just going to show you how to do in descending order. So how you will do it by the descending order? Just I am copying the code because a bit change you have to do. How can you do it? Let's see. So you have to call here just the reversed after the get name wherever you are providing in the comparator dot comparing, and then employee dot get name dot, here you can call the reversed. That's it, nothing else. So if you will do it here, desc I am providing descending by the name, right click, here name variable is already there, so by name desc descending order, and here I am calling by name desc descending order. So see, this is just for the reverse order. What you need to change only, you need to change only the reversed one. Right click, run as Java program, run as Java application. See, you can see in the output descending order sorting. So first S is coming, then R is coming, then Hitesh, H is coming, then Aman is coming, right? So I have used just reverse to reverse it. You can also do it, just pause the program and practice. So now I am just showing how to do based on employee ID descending order sorting. See, this previously it was the ascending, now I'm just copying the code. So again I'm explaining here, I am not storing the sorted list anywhere, I'm just printing it. In the name I have stored it in by name descending, right? So what you have to do, you have to write employee list, then make it the stream, then create the, do the sorting, call the sorted method, Then by the comparator, in one line you call the comparing int. In a string you were using the comparing only. Here you have to provide, because this is the custom object, here you have to provide on which basis you have to sort it, because you have to sort it employee id. That's why I have uses the method reference here. Then again I am just collecting the result in the list, and just without storing anywhere, I'm directly printing it here. So what you have to do, you have to call the reversed method here when you are telling the comparator to sort it. Just saving the code, right click, run as Java application. So here you can see descending sorting by employee id. You can see 105, then 104, 103, 102, and 101 came. In another video, in the next video, I will show you, if two names are same, then how can you do sorting based on name, but when the names are same, then how can you do it by the employee id? Means you have to swap it, like, so that I will cover in the next video, because this video will be going to the more length. So that's why I'm keeping this in the next video. So if you like my video, then just subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, and provide the notification when you will get the notification when I will upload any video. Like this video, share this video, and comment if you have any doubt. Definitely I will cover it in the next video. Thanks for watching. Keep learning, keep coding.